Less Lethal Contingencies. Alan here. So today I'm going to be testing out some more of that new ammo, right? That AR Tactical blue, the blue balls, right? We got the 5-gram AR Tactical hammer rounds, okay? So we're going to be testing out and see how many magazines we're going to get out of this IntruBuster Generation 2, brought to you by Mercury Rise. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. All right, we're going to mix it up though. We're going to do a little bit something different today. So today in my IntruBuster Gen 2, I'm running my MCS stainless steel barrel. Okay, it's a 686. I'm sorry, let me correct myself. I'm confused with my Pistelli barrel. It's an aluminum 686 MCS 4.5 inch threaded end barrel. And I have on the end here this muzzle brake, which is the RAP4 or RAP4 muzzle brake for MP5. Okay, ooh, that's a mouthful. Yeah, so it's just a cosmetic piece for looks. Kind of looks nice. Screws right on the end here. Okay, so we got the upgraded barrel in here. And I also have my Pistelli X-68, one of the new upgraded bolt and valve assemblies, okay? So we're still running. We've been successfully running the Pistelli X-68 internals in this IntruBuster Gen 2 for the last 4 or 5 videos now that I've released with it, in whether it was a pistol or whether it was the carbine, right? The Terminator carbine build. So I'm going on one more notch, right? We're kicking it up a notch, right? So I had an old SSD Power Mod kicking around. I haven't used it in a while because I've been using the HD24 Power Mods with the ASAs, and but I was like, you know what? Let me give it a try. I mean, now I got the Pistelli X-68, bolt and valve assembly in here. Let's give it a try. So I aired it up earlier today and dry fired it a couple times. It seems to work fine. So yeah, we're going to gas it up on 12 gram in the handle, and we're going to see what it does and see what it gives us for increase over stock. Now, mind you, this is not a stock. Clearly, it's nowhere close to being stock, right? Not only do we don't have the stock bolt and valve assembly, but the barrel's not stock either, okay? I've already done a video on the X-68 internals with the actual 689 stock Mercury Rise barrel, so I won't be doing that again, okay? Today's test is going to have the 686 aluminum threaded barrel from MCS and the SSD Power Mod with the X-68 internals. Sorry, I said that like 5 times. Anyways, yeah, I like to repeat myself. What are you gonna do, right? So anyways, it looks pretty good like this. It is a little bigger. I mean, you don't have to run the muzzle brake, but it doesn't make it that much bigger to carry. Now, I'm doing this video mostly for those of us out there, like myself, who have a small investment already in some other power mods, and maybe we weren't able to use those on our IntruBuster Gen 2s. Well, if this test works out the way I think it's going to work, it gives you some other options. You don't have all those power mods out there in various ASAs. Maybe you can use them if you, by swapping out your bolt and valve assembly. So anyways, that's up to you. But I figured why not give it a try, and yeah, just kind of see how it goes. So I'm going to gas it up right now if everything goes well. No leaks, etc. on CO2. I did air it up on HBA through the handle earlier just to check it for leaks and make sure everything was okay. So let's give her a try, and then we'll break out the X radar. Since it's handheld, we'll just do that with the X radar today. And yeah, let's give it a try and see how it goes. All right. Hey, that sounded pretty good. Yeah. All right. I'm excited. Yeah. All right. So we're going to be shooting, like I said, we're going to be doing those 5-gram hammer rounds. Okay. we're gonna have a little hammer time here, right? For all you guys that you know, were born in the 80s. Well, we're alive in the 80s, I guess, but a little hammer time. Yeah, so before I load it, I aired up without the ammunition, but before I load it, I'm going to put my hearing protection in. And we're going to see how many rounds we can get out of this. I still have the factory bolt spring in there, so it is a 60 millimeter by 22 millimeter ID by 1.6 millimeter wire size, okay? I do have a tuning spring for this. I may run it at some point, but I figured I'd just leave the factory in there right now. So, don't know why, but you'll get some more consistency, I think, with the tuning springs. You're not going to gain power, guys, but you can move that power band around and gain some consistencies, you know, better consistency, maybe even shot count. If you're not spending so much on the front end with a hot shot, maybe, you know, share some of that CO2. Share the love, if you would, across the spread of, you know, six to 8 rounds. So, but we'll see what we're getting out of this one. Yeah, I'm all getting all hyped up, right? It's America's 250th birthday on Saturday. So, getting pretty psyched about the 250th. So, looking forward to it. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the 5-gram hammers. All right. Let's see what we get. See what we get on the cranny. All right. Shot 1, mag 1, shot 1. 518 feet per second. Wow, that was pretty fast. That was whizzing. 518. Shot 2. 506 feet per second. Shot 3. 492 feet per second. Everything looks good. Shot number 4. 474 feet per second. Shot number 5. 436 feet per second. And this should be the last one, shot number 6. 370 feet per second. So that's the first magazine. They felt pretty good. Of course, it's diminishing. It's CO2, right? 12 gram. Everything looks good in there. I'd say that this is a win. This is a win, yeah. All right. Okay, we got some gas left while I'm talking. Let it kind of do its thing. And I got another 6 rounds, but I'm not going to get all these 6 out. I'm hopeful I might get 2 more, though. Maybe we'll get 8 out of it. So, there we go. Magazine number 2 of the 5-gram hammer rounds. Mag 2 on a single 12 gram. Let's see what we get. I'm not surprised because we do have a power mod on here. We got a dead trigger, guys. Okay? Dead trigger. Yeah. All right, so that's it. We had fun. About 6 rounds worth of fun, right? So that's pretty much all you're getting out of this. Now, there is a possibility I'll have to test it with my 50 millimeter spring to see if moving that power band around at all gives me an increase in shot count, you know. Even if I can squeeze off 1 more, you know, that'd be one in the breech and 6 in the mag, right? That'd be pretty cool. So, yeah, so I'll have to check that out. I mean, I'll have to test for that next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another day, though. But I figured, hey, why not give this a whirl, right? Give this a whirl. Let's degas and check our puncture. Oh, yeah. Nothing frosty coming out of here, so you know there was no wasted gas, that's for sure. And what we have is not too shabby of a puncture right there, right? Pretty darn good. I was able to oil this and work this quick puncture quite a bit, and it sure helped a lot. All right. yeah, so like I said, I think that's a win. It's a win, especially for those of us who maybe had a bunch of these power mods and ASAs kicking around, and we're told we couldn't use them, and now we're like, of course you could use them on your X-68. That's why you would probably have one anyways. But to be able to have that interchangeability and save a little bit of money, right? I mean, it's a huge investment for most of us. So, yeah, I think it's a win right here. I mean, like everything else, time will tell how many rounds. I'm probably not going to be using this configuration an awful lot, but I wanted to test it and kind of get that out there to the community. So for those that have, some, already have a power mod kicking around, a CO2 power mod, whether it be an SSD branded one or whether it be, Home Defense 24. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason for it not to work. Again, this is with the Pastelli X-68 internals, okay? I don't know if you would have the same, if you would have any issues with it, with at least, I haven't tested it, and I'm not going to test it, but my understanding is that the factory bolt and spring assembly, not spring assembly, but the factory bolt and valve assembly, there is an issue. You have to get one, at least with the SSD stuff anyways, there is. But here, right here, this thing's, probably 6 months old right here, and it's working just fine with my X-68 internals, but I'll beat that horse enough. Anyways, so, hey, I wish you guys a happy 4th, a great weekend and holiday, and yeah, here's to America, 250th birthday, right? Happy birthday, America. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Leave any comments that you care to, and yeah, hopefully you have a wonderful weekend, and you're gonna be safe out there. And yeah, what else can I say? Anyways, I'm getting excited about the weekend. Hey, thanks for watching again, I should say. Peace out.